Hey everyone, and good evening. Welcome to the Chris Kelton Pool here on the campus of the University of the Pacific for a USA Water Polo presentation of Team USA taking on Serbia along with Jon Abdu. Greg Meskel here with you for the start of a four-game series. USA men's national team meeting one of the best in the world in Serbia. John, we look towards this series and the start of things tonight here. Serbia, they brought their A-team. They brought their best. For Team USA coming off a gold in China, an exciting opportunity for them to challenge one of the top teams in the world.
Yeah, absolutely, Greg. This is an opportunity not only for the Serbians to come here, bring their A-team and prepare for the summer, but an incredible opportunity for the Americans to take advantage of these 4 games, about a week of common training to prepare themselves for the rest of the summer, and most definitely for the World Cup in August, but in the near future here, the World League Super Final in Dubai.
Team USA winning gold last week in China to earn a spot into that World League Super Final in Dubai. Serbia, one of the best. Team USA has not beaten them since 2008. They'll look to change that tide here tonight. John, as we look at this venue here, we're here at Pacific, the first of 4 games in Northern California. A fantastic opportunity for water polo to come up here north.
This is an awesome place to play water polo. It's an awesome place to watch water polo. It's an unbelievable environment. We were here for the Mountain Pacific Championships in November, just a few months ago, and the environment was just electric. There's going to be a huge crowd here, food trucks outside, free live stream. All the teams are here. Kids are on deck ready with the balls to get autographed. It's going to be a great night.
Pacific home to a rising men's water polo team, the Catino Award winner Balash Erde, and a couple of guys you might see tonight here for Team USA, Alex Obert and Ben Stevenson. Opening sprint on the way between Serbia and Team USA. Hang around with us here in Coach's Aid. We're back after this. Hey everyone, welcome back here to the University of the Pacific along with Jon Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you on coachesaid.com and usawaterpolo.org, and we're moments away from the opening sprint here between Team USA and Serbia in the first of a 4-game exhibition series. It'll start here tonight at Pacific, move on to UC Davis tomorrow night, head to Berkeley at the University of California on Saturday at 3 p.m., and then finish at Stanford on Sunday at 3 p.m. And John, a great opportunity not just for some water polo, but for a chance for the folks that are attending the game and those watching online to pitch in and help for some Serbian flood relief. We've made people aware that are here at the game today that a portion of all the ticket sales will be going to the Serbian flood relief, and that'll happen for tonight's game and the next 3 games. And fans can also donate online if they visit usawaterpolo.org and check out the USA Serbia page. There's a link there for one of the secure sites there. But we saw during the lineups here, both teams unified wearing their Serbia flood relief t-shirts.
Yeah, for the Serbian team that's here, this hits very close to home, and a lot of them have been speaking about and chatting about with their compadres here on the American side and some of the fans about some of the disaster back home, and it would be great if all of us could chip in and contribute to this cause.
So about set here for the start of this one, as we'll take a look at the lineup for each of these squads. Serbia comes out in the dark caps, Team USA in the white. The lineup for Serbia and their head coach Dejan Savic. They'll go with Gojko Pijetlovic, Branislav Mitrovic, those are the 2 keepers, Dusko Pijetlovic, the brother of Gojko, Slobodan Nikic, Nikola Dedovic, Nemanja Ubovic, Sava Rangelovic, Stefan Mitrovic, Milan Aleksic, Zivko Gocic, Nikola Radin, Andrea Pralinovic, and Dusan Mandic. And one of their top players, Filip Filipovic, not playing tonight. We expect to see him later in the series for Team USA. And head coach Dejan Udovic, the former head coach of Serbia. They go with Jon Sibley in the cage, Danny McClintock, Alex Obert, Michael Rosenthal, Connor Cleary, Josh Samuels, Brett Benani, Alex Bowen, Nolan McConnell, Jackson Kimball, John Mann, Nick Bisconti, Nick Carniglia, and Ben Stevenson. And the officials for this one, Amber Drury, Haas Ortega, as we're about set to begin things here. And great crowd on hand here at UOP. Talk about a place that has really increased their water polo profile from what this men's team has done in the NCAA ranks, and their star player Balash Erde winning back-to-back Catino Awards. This is becoming fast a destination for men's water polo.
Yeah, and James Graham, head coach here for both the men's and women's programs, has done a phenomenal job of not only improving the level of the play of both teams, but getting the community involved in the entire water polo program. They had 4 busloads of fans go over to NCAA's at Stanford in December to support them. They have some of the best water polo fans in America, and that won't change tonight.
And they turn out for a chance to see some of their stars, Alex Obert, Ben Stevenson, play collegiately for Pacific, representing the United States here today. As the 2 teams ready. Looks like Alex Bowen is going to go on the opening sprint here for the United States. And Our game coming up tomorrow night, UC Davis, an interesting one to keep an eye out for. We'll have some experimental rules in the first half and an exhibition of the exhibition, if you will, and that we'll see a shorter course and 5-on-5 action on a smaller ball. So that'll take place tomorrow night in the first half, UC Davis, for fans planning on making their way out to Davis. And tickets, of course, on sale for the remaining 3 matches at the venue. So come on out and get a chance to see the United States. And John, if you can believe it, we go back into the history books here. 5 years ago tonight, June 4, 2009, at this pool, USA and Serbia met. That just does not happen often. You don't see 2 international teams get together for a friendly in the same location on the same date. It was a 10-7 win for Serbia. Multi-time Olympian Jesse Smith goes for 3 goals in that one, and that's been part of a streak of dominance here for Serbia, and a chance now in a familiar venue for Team USA to see if they can turn things around.
Yeah, Greg, and one of the most interesting things about that game is the head coach for Serbia in 2009 was our very own Dejan Udovicic. So to see him work with that team in 2009, and in that same year in Rome, that Serbian team led by Coach Udovicic wins the World Championship, then goes on to the Olympics in 2012 and earns a bronze medal there, and now he's coaching for us here in the United States. So a lot of familiarity on both sides, but really the tradition and the history of water polo in this town is beginning to grow. And sometimes when you have one of these friendly, so to speak, a common training week where you have some games, teams won't always bring their best players. Maybe they're looking to develop some younger talent or work someone new into the lineup. Not the case for Serbia. They have brought almost the entire team back from the Olympic Games in 2012, from that World Championship team in 2009. A long build for this team, and fans are going to get treated here to the best that Serbia has to offer on the national team. As we're underway, the opening sprint, and it will be controlled by Serbia, and they will start things off here. Moving right to left on your screen as we get underway here from the Chris Keltson Pool on the campus of the University of the Pacific. John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you for the first of 4 between Team USA and Serbia. So right away we see the youngster Jackson Kimball starting out at 2-meter defense. It's going to be a challenge for him all night, but it's going to be very interesting to see these guys match up against some of the best players in the world. That was an entry inside to Slobodan Nikic, and he puts that one over the goal and out of play. And here's the ball back to Jon Sibley, who gets the nod in cage. Sibley coming off of the trip to China. He and McQuinn Barron splitting time in net as Team USA pulled out a gold medal victory there to secure a berth in the FINA World League Super Finals. Now we get a first look on offense here for the United States. And here's Jackson Kimball. He'll give off to Bowen. Shot clock down to 6 for Team USA. Ball on the far side, tipped away. Kimball still has it. And ball under is the call as the shot clock was about to expire. Kimball double teamed there, and it'll come back to Team Serbia and Pietlovic in the goal. Jackson Kimball with inside water there. Actually a great drive, a great pass on the hand from Alex Bowen to him. Maybe the referees wanted to see him do a little bit more, and he could have possibly drawn an exclusion. Serbia now on the attack. Here's Gocic. Great look inside, but Sibley rising up to knock that one away, and he'll pull it back down for Team USA. And 2 chances now for Serbia. Team USA defense is there. Yeah, and it looks like from that steal from Sibley now the United States has an advantage on the right side here in counterattack. You see here's Nolan McConnell on that near side. Josh Samuels will survey the scene, gets it to McConnell, the lefty, looking inside, instead takes the shot, and that's over the goal and out of play. Good outlet pass to Nolan. You see Michael Rosenthal actually freed up, countered hard all the way through, was wide open in front of the goal. Missed opportunity there for United States. Serbia now on the attack. Aleksic. And we'll move over to the far side. Man picking up there on defense. Serbia on the attack once more. Dejovic controlling. Ball comes near side. Entry in again. Backhand save. Sibley. On the attempt inside, so Sibley getting warm here early on, has gotten his hands on a couple of shots. Yeah, Sibley's a world-class goalie out of Miramani High School here, Lamorinda Water Polo Club, playing at Cal. He's a Northern California prospect, just someone who's going to be a long-term goalie for the United States, and it's great to see him start hot. Here's McConnell, gives off to Bowen. Again, Rosenthal working inside. Still hangs on to it, but ball under is the call, pressured from behind by Aleksic, and turns it over. I like what we're seeing here from Team USA. They're aggressively pursuing that 2-meter area. Yeah, and actually aggressively pursuing the counterattack. If the United States has an advantage, it could be in speed and transition. So it's good to see that they've been working on that, trying to get the counterattack going. Look inside, a few fakes and a score. Serbia hitting first. Slobodan Nikic puts it away, and it's a 1-0 lead for Team Serbia. He had a couple of opportunities there, a few fakes, and too much time. Yeah, and it was just a matter of time. So 3 possessions for the Serbians. They've gone to Nikic inside now all 3 times. He got a couple of shots off, a couple of misses, and this time he gets another shot off. And the just crash and the help defense to help Nolan McCall and Timidi just wasn't there.
And now Dejan Udovicic will go to his bench. 5 new players come on. Actually, looks like 4 have come on here for Team USA. So going to that bench early, a great experiential opportunity for this squad to play against one of the best in Serbia. And here's Bowen handling.
We'll see our first look at Connor Cleary coming to play the center forward position at 2 meters for the United States.
Here's Obert looking for Cleary. Drive through 2 defenders. Still attacking. Obert puts on the brakes and fires and scores. Alex Obert has even this one at 1. Able to hit. And the Pacific Tiger delivers here at UOP, putting it away.
Yeah, how great is that? First goal of the game, first goal of the series for the United States coming from Alex Obert, from the hometown hero here. And you just hear the crowd giving it for Alex. His teammates from both the women's team and the men's team getting really excited that he scores that goal. And what a great individual effort to make that play happen.
And here's a nice steal on the other end for the United States.
Connor Cleary making that happen.
Cleary coming over to take it away. And now on the attack, here's Samuels.
Great
Team USA looking for more.
Great to see your center play defense out on the perimeter and get that steal. So good move there from Connor Cleary.
Samuels gives it a look. Looking inside. Goes to Cleary. Ordinary called. It'll stay with the United States with 13 on the shot clock. 4:30 to go here in the first. We're tied at 1. United States and Serbia. Samuels pressed out near mid-tank. He'll give off to Bowen. Shot clock to 5. He'll take a look. Tries to go inside. Triple team is there for Serbia, taking away as he was looking for Obert, and it's back to the Serbians.
Yeah, with Cleary getting the first possession at 2 meters, he had to move out of the way, and then you can see the versatility of an Alex Obert. He's coming in to play some 2-meter defense, some perimeter, but he could also post up, can score one-on-one against anybody in the pool. So you can see the multifaceted aspects of his game.
Serbia on the attack. Quick fake, fires. Sibley a save, knocks it away on the attempt there from Prelanovic, and it'll come back in at 2 meters for Serbia with just under 4 minutes to go here in the first.
Great save there from Sibley on his left side. You know, Sibley's had a long career in the U.S. national team pipeline. He's played on a lot of pipeline teams, played on the national B team for a while. You know, so this is no new experience for him to play some international water polo.
New shot clock here for Serbia, controlling on the perimeter. Bowen defending. Ordinary there. Outside 5. Lob inside. Bowen tips it away. It'll stay with Serbia. Cross pass. They go on the far side. Great look inside and tipped home. Beautifully done on the pass inside. Connecting there. Nikola Dedovic buries it, and it's a 2-1 lead for Serbia.
Just seemed like a communication breakdown on defense for the United States. Good drive from the Serbians to open up that play inside. And you know, as you can see, Coach Dovicic talking to his team, and you know they need to clarify that defensive possession early on, and hopefully actually hear from Sibley a little bit as to who he wants his teammates to pick up.
Serbia responding. They went ahead 1-0. Team USA answered, and now Serbia back with another goal. And it's a 2-1 match. 3:38 to go here in the first, and this the first of 4 games between the United States and Serbia. Here's Alex Bowen handling. Pressured.
Off the line again, we'll see Connor Cleary going into 2 meters first, but you'll see Alex Obert driving through and also posting up.
Nice shot from the outside. It's Josh Samuels catching and shooting. We're tied at 2.
Wow, just catching. Everybody's sleeping. Josh Samuels with great water polo instincts. He's been a water polo player since before he was 10 years old. This game is not new to him. Could feel that the defense was off, gets the shot off right away, and skips it top shelf, near side.
And a nice response here from Team USA, able to take a couple of goals from Serbia and then come back and respond with some scores of their own.
Yeah, and you can see it was a set piece, Greg, for the United States. A little cross pick up top. They got Rosenthal and Obert on the move. Connor Cleary and Obert both posting up in front of the goal, and that frees up Josh to be able to create one-on-one. If he was able to shoot that way, he could have drawn also an ordinary foul and shot or made the entry inside to Obert. So good offensive set there from Coach Dovicic.
Serbia back on the attack.
Nikola not bringing the ball up. The Americans answering.
This is Nikola Radin handling. Samuels there defending. What are you seeing defensively here from the United States at the start?
You know, they're doing their best to press early on, but now they're bringing some help back. Especially now, you see Connor Cleary working to get back in front to press so that they can go back and put some pressure on these deadly outside shooters for Serbia.
Walks it in. Sibley punches it out of play, and it'll be tracked down. That one will stay in the pool, and the United States will go and get it. And Sibley now, a couple of saves early on here.
Yeah, always good in the first quarter for your goalie to get a few saves, get his confidence high. This is a pressure situation for Jon Sibley, and he's stepping up big time.
Entry pass in there looking for Obert, and he'll get the ordinary. It'll stay with the United States with 14 on the shot clock.
I'm also really enjoying seeing the lineups that Coach Dovicic is putting out. Now you see Alex Obert, Connor Cleary, and John Mann in all at the same time, so it's a big lineup. So trying to match up with the size of the Serbians.
Here's Samuels. He'll take a look from the outside, and that one is saved. Pietlovic gets a hand on it going right.
So USA going big here in the first quarter. A couple of power forwards, center. You know, if you're looking at this lineup here, it's not going to be the fastest lineup in the world, but maybe you can create some mismatches on the offensive end.
And also Serbia, not a small team, so trying to combat some of that as the look inside off the bar, and the rebound controlled by Serbia. New shot clock here. Had a good look inside for Prelanovic, just couldn't put it away.
Prelanovic is one of the most creative, just most dynamic players in the entire world. So it's an absolute treat for all of us to be watching him play water polo tonight.
They'll pull the ball out here for a moment. Looks like they're gonna.
Looks like there's a little blood or bleeding
here.
Yeah.
That's Ubovic heading out. And they'll get a sub quickly, and the trainer will tend to him.
Yeah, Ubovic must have caught a elbow there in the eye, a little blood coming out there. So you see them put immediate ice on his face, but the shot clock's still at 18 and a possession here for the Serbians.
1:54 to go in the first. It's a 2-2 game, Serbia and the United States. Serbia on the attack after the stoppage. And there'll be an exclusion against the United States.
Against Alex Obert.
That'll go against Obert, and a power play chance here for Serbia.
Hey, first time we get to watch the Serbians play 6-on-5 in this series. They are one of the best 6-on-5 teams in the world, and it shows there. Unbelievable. The ball never touched the water. Dry passes all around. There's no chance for the defense to react. Beautiful play, beautiful shot.
Mitrovic puts that one away to put Serbia back in front, this time 3-2 with 1:35 to go in the first.
It's going to be exciting to watch these Serbians play 6-on-5 this week. It's just something they do really well. The vertical aspect of Serbian water polo is just the best in the world. All of these guys have great leg stability, keep the ball high above their heads, have unbelievable body fakes with the ball, have incredible passing abilities. And as you can see, that shot went in before anybody could even take a breath or blink in the room.
So for some of our viewers watching at home, that was a well-executed 6-on-5 right there. USA on the attack now, looking to have the equalizer. They've answered twice before. Bowen gives it a look. Mann working inside. Now Samuels. Entry into John Mann. A little away from him, and he can't get over there with a few strokes, and it's taken away by Serbia.
Yeah, pass just a little off for John as he's been John Mann as he's been setting up close to the 2-meter line. Defender put two hands up, so he really had to make a move for the ball to get something going there.
Under a minute to play now in the first. 3-2 lead for Serbia, looking for more. And a contra foul, pushing off with the off arm there on the far side. It'll turn over to the United States with 45 seconds to play in the first.
Yeah, good tight defense there by Jackson Kibble. Not only does he draw the offensive foul, the contra foul, now he's pushing in transition as the United States gets everybody in with plenty of time on the shot clock for this possession.
Samuels, Mann in at 2 meters. Here's Bowen. Thought about a quick shot. He'll go back to Samuels. Entry into Mann. The turn, the shot, and the score. It'll count for John Mann in the United States, and we're even at 3.
Unbelievable. That entire possession was just great water polo for the United States. So they play great defense here on this end. Jackson Kibble draws the contra foul. They counter everybody all the way through. Josh Samuels up on his legs, makes a beautiful deceptive entry pass into John Mann. John turns all the way around to his strong side, skips the ball through. That's great team water polo for the United States.
And a strong first quarter here for Team USA, even with Serbia. 3-all with 12 seconds to go in the period. Last chance here for the Serbians.
Let's see if the United States can press here and not give up an outside shot with only a few seconds left in the quarter.
And just a laser from the outside, putting it into the corner right there. Milan Aleksic buries it, and a 4-3 lead for Serbia. So, John, some foreshadowing as they put that one into the corner.
My nickname in junior high was Nostradamus, for those who did not know. But with 8 seconds left in the period, you should probably spend some time pressing the ball. With as deadly of an arsenal of shooters as Serbia has, you don't want to give up that goal after you've played such a strong first quarter. To give up that lead, they should be going in tied, something I'm sure Coach is going to be talking about in the huddle here.
Final attempt there from Bowen off the mark, and we come to the end of the first here in Stockton. It's a 4-3 lead for Serbia. We'll take a timeout and return with the start of the second. Stay with us here on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back here, poolside, University of the Pacific. 1 quarter in the books, and 4-3, Serbia ahead. And John, I know as you said off air, the coaching gets frustrated at the end of that first period. Team USA had a chance to go out of that tied 3-3, and they let up a goal late.
Yeah, just as a coach, you really get frustrated in situations like that. Your team has played, overall a very strong quarter. You've given up a couple of goals you don't want to give up, but you've scored 3 goals against a very good Serbian team here in the first quarter. To give that one up with just a few seconds left on the clock, not putting pressure on the ball, is frustrating from my perspective.
Regardless, a strong start here for both sides for Team USA. Spreading it around, Alex Ober, Josh Samuels, John Mann getting on the board for Serbia. Likewise, Nikic, Dedovic, Mitrovic, and Aleksic all able to hit. And second period about to begin here. Great night for water polo here in Stockton, and nearly a packed house. I'd say we're pretty much at capacity here. You got folks kind of crouching in front of the bleachers, so.
Yeah, the cool thing to see out here, Greg, is that we got some of the club water polo kids from the area coming to watch the game. You see all the current UOP student athletes here, their entire administration, and all the families, and just the water polo fans in the area that have come to really enjoy and become endeared to the sport.
Saw some American River water polo t-shirts here on the way in, so a nice turnout here from the clubs. And the opening sprint here is controlled by Team USA, and they'll start things off now with Nolan McConnell and Alex Bowen handling. Bowen will start things off for the United States, and they've been aggressive, as you said, countering, and also looking to get something going on the inside. Here's Brett Bonani, who's come on. He scored a ton of goals during their run to a championship in China. There's a shot attempt, field blocked and knocked away on the try by Bowen. And it's back to Serbia. Yeah,
the very first intercontinental FINA championship, so great to see the Americans win gold in that event the first time through.
It's going to be a confidence booster. We know that the competition there was not of the level you might see with some European teams. Is a great second effort there, but Sibley comes away with it. But regardless, for a young team kind of getting their sea legs here at the senior team level, it's got to be a good thing to come away with a win.
Yeah, and there's no doubt. They went there talking to the coaches, talking to the athletes. They gained some confidence, gained some camaraderie. Going on the road is something that really helps team building, and so they got a lot of that in Shanghai just a few weeks ago.
Here's Kimball. He'll give it a look. Entry pass inside, and an exclusion called. And this one will go against Serbia. Quick attempt and a score. Power play connection for Alex Bowen. He's tied things up here at 4.
We've talked about this before, Greg. That is the absolute highest percentage way to attack 6-on-5 man-up opportunity. So John Mann draws the exclusion at 2 meters. Ball comes out to Nolan McCall on the right side, and you can see Alex Bowen's eyes light up, knowing it's early in the clock. No one's picked him up. No one's marked him. He puts the ball away to tie the game.
Now we saw an exclusion there. Worth letting everyone know that those are not being tracked, so no one will foul out after 3 exclusions. That's not a license, obviously, to go nuts and pile up 10 exclusions, but you won't see anyone here foul out of the game, and ideally let everyone get a fair opportunity to play.
Yeah, I mean, the purpose of this is training. The purpose of it is to get better, and so they're using this. They're taking the opportunity to allow everybody to play through despite foul trouble.
Mandich with the outside try there is off the mark, and it comes back to Sibley.
You can see Sibley's confidence just go up on each possession. I like he's got a little spring in his step, a little bit of bounce after each block, after each shot, so good to see that for the youngster.
Here's Bonani looking for an ordinary, doesn't get it. Gives off to McConnell, gets it back. Dangerous pass there. Shot clock to 7. He'll fire from the outside off of the post, and the rebound controlled by Serbia. Long counterattack, great outlet pass ahead of the field, all alone. Here come the Serbians. Zadovic puts it away, beating Sibley in a 5-4 lead for Serbia, and that's his second of the night.
And you can see right away Coach Dovicic taking Brett Bonani out of the game. That shot a little bit forced from the distance. His teammates aren't covering him as he takes that shot, and Dadovic just takes full advantage. The second Bonani put the shot up, takes 2 strokes. Those 2 strokes turn into 8 strokes, has a clear 1 versus goalie, and puts it away.
And coach is letting them know now on the sideline that's not what we're looking for out there, it appears.
Yeah, absolutely. There's a lot of time on the shot clock. The shot is from far away. It's a low percentage. So all the coaches letting him know if you do take that shot, the end result is giving them a free goal the other way.
5:35 to go here in the second. 5-4 lead for Serbia. Teams have been trading goals here since the start. Rosenthal takes a look. Here's Obert. Gives off to Bowen. He'll shoot over the goal, not a play, and it'll come back to Serbia.
Again, interesting to see the lineups for the United States. Seeing Alex Obert now defending 2 meters, Connor Cleary playing center forward, 2 meters on offense. So see some versatility, seeing some guys in some different places, and we see Danny McClintock coming on, number 2 out of UCLA for the first time this game.
McClintock out of Agora Hills. Entry pass inside, quick turn, another save. Sibley knocks it down, so Jon Sibley getting his hands active here in this first half, and you talked about it, John. A couple of saves, string them together, the confidence starts to build, and I think that probably spreads to the rest of the team too. The longer you stay with these guys, the more confidence you get.
Jon Sibley is going to give his team a lot of confidence on the defensive end if he continues to play like this. Gets a 6th save of the night to lead the counterattack now for the United States.
Ball's near side, McClintock. Gives out to Rosenthal. Lob try, and Bialovic wise to that, pulls it down, and Serbia takes over with 4:25 to go here in the first half.
You know, at some point here too, Greg, the Serbians have so much offensive talent. Sibley can continue to make saves, but if the United States doesn't continue to put pressure on defense and lets their arms get loose, it could be trouble.
Ball near side, shot clock to 6 for Serbia. Double team on the 2-meter line. Shot clock to 3. To 1, and they'll dump it aside. Serbia has to give that one away with the shot clock about to expire.
So we haven't seen a lot of whistles on the perimeter. We haven't seen a lot of whistles at 2 meters. Officials are letting them play, and I think that's what's allowed for a very kind of natural flow of the game.
Timeout called by Coach Dovicic. A 5-4 lead for Serbia. 3:56 to go here for the first half between these two teams, the first of 4 meetings. And we touched on it, John, a little bit in the open, but it's been a long time since Team USA has topped Serbia in an official match. You got to go back, and if you're going to go back to a game, you might as well make it one that counted a whole lot. The 2008 Olympic Games, August 22nd, a 10-5 win over Serbia to send Team USA to the gold medal match against Hungary. So that's one that will go down in the annals for USA Water Polo. But since then, all Serbia, Team USA 0-9-2, and this runs the gamut from common trainings to World Cups to Super Finals. So you see what Team USA is up against here. This, again, not the most high-stakes match, but right there with Serbia through the first quarter and a half here.
Yeah, so one tactic to try to even the score there would be to steal their coach and Coach Dovicic, and he's had so much success in Serbia, and to see him on our side now, now we have a little bit more knowledge of the opponents and the teams that we're trying to beat to win World Championships, World Cups, and Olympic Games.
Here's Bowen, has a look, works through, fires. That one skip off of the bar, and rebound controlled by Serbia. 3:39 to play here in the first half.
Yeah, can't get mad at Bowen for that shot. You know, had a great look, just barely misses the shot, but off the timeout for the United States, they get a good, clean look on offensive positive possession. Don't give up a counterattack, so some positives that the team can draw from there.
Bowen, one of many Stanford Cardinal on this USA roster. They'll get a home game on Sunday. Here's an entry inside, an exclusion called against the United States. That'll be a 6-on-5 opportunity here for Serbia. McClintock goes out, and a power play now for the Serbians. They scored on their last attempt. Skip shot near side. Sibley got a hand on it. Couldn't keep it all the way in, or out rather, and the goal goes to Prelanovic. So quick.
So we talked about the success and the skill of the Serbians on 6-on-5. I mean, any of the youngsters out there watching online, and hopefully the youngsters here watching in the stands and in the crowds, I mean, this is a 6-on-5 clinic. So lots of patience on 6-on-5 for them, moving the ball around quickly. Everybody's a threat. Everybody's locking the goal. And then we talked about Prelanovic just being one of the craftiest, most skilled players in the world, going on the wraps around the blocker, and Alex Bowen, who has got a big arm up there, but wraps around him, skips it near side to beat both the blocker and the goalie.
Here's Samuels handling. Looking inside. Nick Bisconti's come on. He popped free for a moment. He's wearing number 12. Benani gives off to Samuels. Shot clock to 15, still plenty of time. Benani fires, and that one is saved by Pialovic, but he knocked it out of play. It'll come back in at 2 meters for the United States and a new shot clock.
So second chance opportunity for the United States. Good for them to think about what they can do with this front court offense and this possession now that they have a second opportunity. And I think number 12 there, Greg, is actually Nick Carniglia coming on for the United States.
Okay, so a cap change here. That'll be Carniglia, not Bisconti.
Carniglia, another local hero, youngster going to Cal next year, product of our Olympic development program and the youth national team.
Yeah, from Lodi, and heard a story today. Said it was a tough choice. He really was thinking about Pacific, but ended up going to Cal. And here's Serbia now on the attack and putting it away for a 2-goal lead. And scoring there, Nikola Radin. It's a 3-goal lead now, 7-4 Serbia goes ahead, so they've been able to extend things here in the second period, but long story short there, Carniglia, as you mentioned, ends up going to Cal, but shows the Pacific a rising power here in water polo.
Well, and especially trying to pick off local talent. Nick Carniglia coming from Lodi High School, not too far from here. They're looking in their own backyard for players as well, but Carniglia and John Mann, a couple others, are slow in transition to give Serbia that big advantage in the counterattack, and then as we see, Radin just blasting another shot over Sibley's head.
2 minutes to play. Outside attempt, another goal for the United States, and a second for Josh Samuels. You could hear Coach Dovicic yelling, shoot, and Samuels does just that, puts it away. And it's now a 2-goal game, 7-5, as the United States gets someone back.
Coach says shoot, then you shoot. And Josh Samuels took advantage of that opportunity. It's always nice to hear your coach give you confidence and tell you it's time to shoot. And took that cross-face pass and puts it away from the right side of the pool. Josh Samuels heating up a little bit. Second goal of the game. Nice to see his arm get live here.
Samuels, one of a couple of guys, pretty much the guys that weren't in college this year that got a chance to play for a European club.
Correct. Josh was playing for the club Budva in Montenegro and in the Montenegrin League over there. So just till recently he came and joined the team full-time.
Entry inside. Sibley comes over to take it away. United States on the move. Sibley surveying the scene, see if he can ignite that counterattack as it's now 5-on-5 as two players stuck back near mid-tank. Here's Josh Samuels on the move.
Strong 2-meter defense from Alex Obert against Nikic there. So you see them kind of trailing the play as Josh Samuels attacks.
Benani gives a look back to Samuels. He'll have a look here. Shot clock to 5. Gets knocked down from behind. Rises up, fires, and the save. That one tried to go through a lot of hands, but Pialovic gets a hand on it, and now we'll see a timeout called. Serbia will call for time with 1 minute to play here in the first half, ahead 7-5, and Team USA got down 3. John able to rebound and get 1 goal back and keep this one in shouting distance here as we get down towards the end of the first half.
Yeah, so as you can start seeing, everybody online, everybody here, Greg, ourselves here can see how valuable this training and these games and these competitions are going to be for the United States. So just in this first half of play, there have been 12 goals. They've had a lot of chances in the front court offense, of chances to play some defense against one of the best teams in the world. You can see how valuable this is. It doesn't matter what the score is. It doesn't really matter what's going on. This is high-level training that you can't replicate anywhere else other than right here.
Have to get the reps, have to play some of the best teams in the world, and that's when you're getting an opportunity to get better as a team, and that's what Team USA has done here. Setting up this trip with Serbia.
Wonder if we can get a shot of the local Serbian fan up to the right there with a big Serbian flag and the big Serbian hat on. you know, a lot of Serbians have migrated to the United States and still bleed their country's colors and love the sport of water polo there. So pretty cool to see that here in Stockton.
Serbia on the attack here with less than a minute to play in the first half, coming out of the timeout. Looking inside, the quick turn, and it's deflected, partially hit there by Kimball, and it comes back to Sibley, and here's the United States with just 35 seconds to play in the first half, and there's a good look at our man with the Serbian flag and keeping an eye on things, keeping a close watch on his flag.
Yeah, and standing right behind the Serbian bench. I'm sure he'll be following them around all week here, so very cool to see. As we see Ben Stevenson coming on for the first time, wearing the lone University of Pacific cap in there, number 14 on the left side of the pool.
Here's Serbia now on the counter. Pass ahead, moving in, and able to put it over Sibley's head with no time remaining. Serbia scoring at the buzzer. They scored at the end of the first. They do it again here at the end of the second. Mitrovic putting it away over the keeper's head right at the horn, and they go ahead 8-5 here at the half.
Yeah, seeming to be a little bit of confusion from the desk, maybe a missed buzzer, missed sound, some confusion with the officials, but either way, again, that's the second time this game already. There's only been 2 quarters that the United States has given up a goal at the buzzer.
So we come into halftime here. Serbia ahead 8-5. We'll take a quick timeout and return to the pool here in Stockton. Stay with us on CoachesAid.com. Welcome back, and just because it's halftime, John, doesn't mean the action stops here. We have some 14 and under local club action. This is an awesome opportunity for these kids.
Yeah, really cool. Big Valley Water Polo Club with coaches Shane Mahoney and Nate Varash right here out of Delta College and St. Mary's in high school here in Stockton, California. So they get an opportunity at halftime to play a little water polo, 14 under co-ed, and having some fun on these inflatable goals.
Quickly dropped in the inflatable cages, and this is, this should happen more often. You see this at
this is awesome.
Basketball games a lot.
Yeah,
they let the players come out during halftime.
And how cool is it for these kids? For the rest of their lives, they'll remember, that at 12, 13, 14, they had a chance to play in the same pool as the world champions, the defending bronze medalists from the Olympics, their own national team here from the United States. So, we're building lifelong memories here for these young children. And hey, you never know, there could be some future Olympians in the water here as well.
And John, also here at the half, worth mentioning that a special player here from the Pacific team here tonight. After those tragic events in Santa Barbara, Nick Pasachuk able to come out tonight and see the game. That's got to be awesome for him just to come back and see some water polo, and I'm sure his friends, family, teammates, and everything are thrilled to see him here. Yeah, with that endearing nickname of Cheeks, local product out of Lamorinda Water Polo Club, and here for University Pacific. So glad to see him recover from the tragedy in Isla Vista. So, and then an uplifting night here in Stockton for us. We're here at the half. We have more water polo on the way. Serbia leading Team USA 8-5 in the first of 4 exhibition matches here in Northern California. We'll step aside once more and return here to the pool at Pacific. Stay with us. We're back here at the University of the Pacific. John Abdu, Greg Meskel here with you for Team USA and Serbia in a men's water polo exhibition match. And at the half, it's an 8-5 lead for Serbia, about set for the opening sprint here in the third. Teams have switched ends if you're just joining us here on CoachesAid.com and USAWaterPolo.org. Serbia in the dark caps, Team USA in the white. And John, we've discussed the training aspect of this, but at the end of the day, you play a game, teams still want to win. What does Team USA have to do to get back in this one? They were right there with Serbia through a large part of the first half. Well, they got to stop giving them free goals. So it's okay to give up the ones that they earn. So Serbia's a great team. They've earned some great goals, but you can't give them the free ones, like forcing a shot and giving up a counter goal. And then 2 goals, one at the end of each period that could have been prevented with some defense, some pressing, or fouling before the shot clock, before the period ends. Rosenthal controls the opening sprint there. Now Samuels will handle for the United States. See John Mann setting up there at 2 meters against Ray Dean. Here's Bowen after the ordinary. He'll take that shot and put it away. Alex Bowen, Pialovic got a hand on it, couldn't keep it out. Bowen has his second, and the United States gets another one back, trailing now 8-6.
Again, a set piece off the sprint. So, Coach Adovicic, probably one of the greatest coaches we have in the world there, of drawing some after goal plays, some after sprint plays. USA wins the sprint. They set up an isolation play for Alex Bowen to get a shot off at the 5-meter line. And there's something to be said just about throwing the ball hard. And Alex Bowen throws the ball hard and powers it in.
Here's Serbia handling. They get settled into their offense here. Opening moments of the third. It's an 8-6 lead for Serbia. A few fakes, comes near side, quick shot, and they go off the post and bury that one. Nicely done by Serbia. So they answer a USA goal with a goal of their own, wasting no time responding in this one as Dusan Mandic scores his first.
So beautiful zone attack from Serbia. Gocic to Mandic. I mean, just a beautiful setup, cross pass, catch and shoot for the lefty. We talk about a catch and shoot in water polo being a very high percentage look on the offensive end, and that's what they're able to execute. Interesting to see Mandic play. And we talked a little bit early on about Filipovic, who's not playing tonight. We'll see him later. He was one of the best left-handers in the world, so we can see that the depth at the left-hander position for Serbia is very strong.
Here's Samuels pressed out near the middle of the pool. Shot clock to 7 for the United States. Tangled up on the far side. McConnell. Lefty gives a look, tries to go sidearm on that, and it's field blocked and knocked down.
Serbians on the counter.
Here's Serbia now on the counterattack. Entry inside. Bowen defending. Double team comes. Ball to the perimeter. Rosenthal there defending. No ordinary. Shot clock to 10. Everything on the perimeter right now here for Serbia. Shot clock to 3. Quick try and the save. Sibley knocks it down. So the United States keeping Serbia on the outside on that last possession, and they get the block.
So again, the defense starts with your 2-meter defender, and Jackson Kimball doing a great job at 2 meters for the United States, locking up the center forwards for Serbia, and now we see an opportunity for John Mann inside.
Here's Mann going one-on-one. The big turn inside and draws the exclusion. John Mann wheeling inside, and the exclusion will go against Serbia, and a power play chance here for the United States.
Good setup from Michael Rosenthal there to John Mann. Great entry pass, and we get to see a rare power play for the United States.
6-on-5 chance here. Look inside and knocked down. They had Kimball. He was open for a moment, but Serbia closing in so fast.
Yeah, they did have Kimball open on the post. Perhaps a little more patience on the 6-on-5s. When you watch the Serbians play 6-on-5, there's so much confidence in their passing and their ability to stay on their legs. And you can see the United States, they're rushing a little bit. So the youth versus the experience when we're watching the comparison of both 6-on-5s.
Quick shot there from Serbia. That's over the goal, not a play. And comes back to Sibley and Team USA.
With the ball, looking to push the counter.
They'll get it out to Rosenthal. Looking for Samuels. Gets it to him. Mann gets free inside, but the pass a little too far ahead and taken away by Pijelovic.
I like the aggressive play from Josh Samuels, though, demanding the ball, working hard to release for it to try to get a lifetime entry pass into John Mann at 2 meters. Just passes a little bit off, but again, trying to do the right thing in transition and getting the ball to your center.
Quick shot and scores. Serbia on the other end, making it look easy. Radin scores his second. Serbia adds another, and so deadly from the outside.
Yeah, we talked about this already, Greg. There's just a plethora of shooters on the Serbian squad that are here and a ton more back home. There's not a shortage of just hired guns in the Serbian Water Polo Federation. So as we see, Radin, he's been just dropping goals already, but great fake on his legs, going low cross cage, high percentage shot for the Serbians as they go up by 4 with 4:47 left in the third quarter.
Couple of substitutions now as you get a look there at the Team USA bench, and Coach Adovicic going to his bench, and Josh Samuels will start off the offense here. Connor Cleary has returned. He'll try and get himself established there at 2 meters.
Oh, and back to Samuels.
Strong pressure here from Serbia. They've pressed the ball out near mid-tank last couple of times down.
Yeah, strong press, but Connor Cleary doing a good job inside now. He's got the defender on his back. Let's see if they can get him the ball.
Here's McClintock looking inside, but Serbia wise to that. Blue caps all over the place to take that ball away in the attempt in for Cleary.
Yeah, right idea of trying to get your ball to your center, but you can see the press defense from the Serbians pushing the Americans all over the pool, gets them out of balance and unable to get a high percentage entry pass into 2 meters.
Serbia now on the attack. Gocic looking inside, beautifully done, threading the needle inside 2 meters to Nikic. He puts it away for his second, and Serbia adds another, now ahead 11-6 in their largest lead of the evening.
Nikic is just a strong and powerful center, and you can see him facing up the defenders and creating space for himself. So the second he got that ball, he was able to separate, rise up, and put the ball away. So it's just a matter of time, as you can see, the offensive juggernaut that is Serbia beginning to take hold here.
And we'll see a timeout called by Serbia. 3:58 to go here in the third, 11-6, and this was a 1-goal game after the first. John, we talked about that late goal that the United States allowed, and that was a difference maker. It has now led to Serbia being able to build a lead a little bit more in the second half, and now here in the third as they take their largest lead here at 11-6.
Well, this is a defensive test for a young American squad. We talked about the youth versus the experience, but the age difference between some of the athletes on this American roster and the players on the Serbian roster is vast, Greg, and not only just at age, but we're talking about experience in the World Championships, Olympic experience. We look at this American roster, and outside of John Mann, no one else on this roster has played in an Olympic Games. So
also, no one else born in the 80s. Everyone is a child of the 90s here.
Yeah.
And it was interesting talking with Coach Adovicic before the game.
Yeah.
First of all, the way his memory to recite birth years for everyone on both teams was the most impressive thing he told me. But
yes.
after that, he talked about the 2009 Serbia team that he coached. And if you kind of go apples to apples here at their birth years, it's a similar look to what is trying to be built here with the U.S. and that it's a very young team. And maybe you project for this group, you look 3, 4, 5 years ahead of what they might be able to accomplish.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see Coach Adovicic as Alex Bowen puts a shot high shelf and tipped out for a second possession for the United States. But you can see Coach Adovicic trying to put in the same exact plan like you're talking about here, Greg, for the United States as he did for Serbia. He put a young team together as he took over in 2006, 2007 in Serbia. That led them to a couple of bronze medals in the Olympics, a couple of world championships, several international wins. So for him, it's a long-term plan for the United States. We're going to see it pay off 4 or 5 years down the line.
Brett Bonani on the shot attempt after the ordinary. That's field blocked out of play. It's back to Serbia. Great crowd on here. Estimated around 700 folks turning out tonight here at the Chris Kelton Pool to watch this one between Serbia and Team USA. Next stop, UC Davis tomorrow night, 7 p.m.
We see Ben Stevenson back in the game, number 14, the UOP Tiger playing in his own pool and also defending 2 meters.
And Ober takes this one away on the steal, but then taken back from Serbia. And now here's a one-on-none. Cherry picking, and they put it away. Hanging back was Nikic for his third of the day. Coach Adovicic was looking for a call there on the perimeter, doesn't get it, and Serbia tacks on another to go ahead 12-6.
The officiating tends to favor the good water polo play. So Alex Ober makes a good water polo play, steals the ball, USA retaining possession. Serbian defender climbs over his back to put the ball under, and that's where Coach Adovicic kind of threw his arms up saying, hey, that should at least be an ordinary foul. Can we keep the play going? We're the ones who stole the ball. We deserve to keep it. So that's where his frustration is, but he won't vocalize it as much anymore in an exhibition game. He's keeping his composure.
Save those speeches for the international competition.
Sure. It's going to be a long week, Greg. We have 3 more games, a lot more training, a lot more practices. So he knows to choose his battles.
Here's Bowen looking inside to Mann, and an exclusion is called. John Mann drawing another power play. This one will go against Serbia and Sava Rangelovic. And let's see what Team USA can do on the 6-on-5. They struggled with it, although the opportunities have been few and far between. Here's Rosenthal. His pass tipped away. Serbia with the steal, and again, their man-down defense. We've seen a lot of impressive things from Serbia here tonight. That has also been pretty solid.
Yeah, I've been giving them a lot of credit for the offensive skills they have, but it translates well to defense, mainly in their ability to go over their hips. They have an ability to go from horizontal to vertical, back to horizontal, back to vertical in a manner that really no one else in the world can do. And so something that young players, and we can all learn from them as we watch them play.
Good defense inside from Bonani coming over on the double team, takes that one away as Stevenson was the primary defender. And here's Sibley now taking a look with 1:45 to go in the third, a 12-6 lead for Serbia over Team USA. Bonani on the attack. Stanford Cardinal moving in. Double teamed, knocked away. It'll stay with the United States. Goes into John Mann. Still battling and knocked away. And Serbia with some quick hands to bat that one away. So John Mann plays in Serbia, plays Club Water Polo, familiar with a lot of these guys, some of them his teammates, so they're well aware of what he's looking to do. He knows what they're trying to do, and that one knocked away, and a timeout now called by Serbia.
Yeah, lots of familiarity with John Mann and the Serbian players. John playing for Club Red Star out of Belgrade in Serbia. Won a couple of championships with them this season, has had a good run out there, so he's built some good relationships, but more importantly has built some experience, international experience under his belt, and getting himself prepared to perform for his home country in the United States.
There's a look at the Team USA huddle. 1:21 to go here in the third, a 12-6 lead for Serbia. Don't forget, 3 more matches coming up, USA and Serbia tomorrow night at UC Davis, 7 p.m., which will feature experimental rules. And then Saturday, 3 p.m. at Cal Berkeley, and then Sunday, 3 p.m. at Stanford. And John and I will have the call on all of those matches right here on usawaterpolo.org and coachesaid.com. So make sure to tell your friends if you can't get out to the game, be sure to watch here live on the webcast, and you can catch all the action with Team USA and Serbia. Out of the timeout, here comes Serbia now on the attack with about 17 to go on their shot clock. Losing the handle on the perimeter. Bonani defending. Shot clock to 6. A few fakes. Entry inside. And an exclusion is called. That was Jackson Kimball dragging down the offensive player from behind as that pass was coming in. New shot clock, 6 on 5 here for Serbia.
Interesting lineup for the United States as we see the youngsters Nick Bisconti and Nick Carniglia both in the game.
Great job there by Sibley to knock it away, and it comes to Bonani. So Team USA killing off the Serbia power play.
Again, I like Sibley's confidence, his awareness, his ability to get in the passing lane. He's getting some steals, he's getting blocks, making great passes out in transition. So overall doing a great job tonight.
Here's Bonani on the attack. 25 seconds to go here in the third. He'll give off to Kimball. He'll walk it in. He'll fire off of the post, and the rebound controlled by Serbia.
15 seconds remaining.
See if the United States can do a better job of finishing out the quarter. Just about 10 seconds left here for the Serbians.
Yeah, they've struggled the last couple of quarters, allowing late goals. Here's Serbia with just 5 seconds left, and they might be content to let this one wind down. That shot is field blocked and knocked away, and we come to the end of 3. Serbia 12, Team USA 6. One more quarter on the way here from Stockton. Come back and join us right here on coachesaid.com. Nice turnout here. Some water polo fans. Heritage Water Polo being represented. I believe that's Napa Valley area club, so good to see some folks out here. 12-6 the lead right now for Serbia. I want to give a shout out, John, too, to everyone who's getting ready for Masters this weekend. Also, Masters Nationals taking place down in Irvine, starting up on Friday, running through Sunday, and hopefully folks in between the action can check out some of the games here with USA and Serbia, but that always a great event, no matter how old you are, pretty much. 20 on up. Always fun to see all those athletes come together. And what other event in sports can you get? A guy who played in the Olympic Games going up against someone who maybe never played at all before. He just wants to recreationally give it a shot. Yeah. I don't know any other sports where you can go head-to-head with players with that kind of experience.
Yeah, for sure. Some weekend warriors getting ready to go in Irvine, and some experienced female players as well. I'm hearing rumors of Brenda Villa coming back and playing this weekend, so should be some fun down there in Irvine.
Opening sprint to start things off here in the fourth is controlled by the United States, and Jackson Kimball will handle.
So here we go. We see Nick Bisconti out of the Menlo School, born in 1997, trying to set up and play 2 meters right now for the United States, and also Nick Carniglia now playing up on the left side, and Josh Samuels controlling the ball.
Here's Bonani near side.
Bonani looking
Shot clock to 3. He'll take a look and dump it aside. And looks like Serbia went to a goal change as well, bringing in Branislav Mitrovic. And both wearing number 1, so that might throw you off a little bit. But Pietlovic was the starter. Mitrovic coming on now with just 30 seconds gone by here in the 4th. Backhand, nifty attempt there by Alexic, but it goes wide of the goal and out of play.
Goes wide.
Here they go, an advantage now for the United States, a 6-on-5 counterattack. Let's see if they can swim everybody all the way through and get the right counterattack structure to get a shot off.
Samuels takes a look, deals it off near side to Bowen. Carneglia will give a look. Goes to Bonani with the shot clock to 2. He'll try and put it on goal and field blocked, and they've really keyed in on Bonani here. He hasn't been able to get too many clean looks in this one.
Well, tough to get a look when your center does not have position, your center gets pushed out. You know, again, using this as a training experience for a youngster, Nick Biscani, out of Stanford Water Polo Club. It's good for him to get these minutes, but it's also going to be tough for the United States generating offense if he can't get position down there.
Outside shot, and that's knocked away. Good stop, and it'll be back to Jon Sibley. Ball comes near side. And moving in, Bonani, and that one stopped short. And just realizing here, there's 2 12s out there, John, for Team USA. So that's accounting for Bisconti and Carneglia.
Yeah, this is a true exhibition game, Greg. There's a
shot on the 4-on-3 counter.
Ben Stevenson wearing his home cap of UOP number 14. So again, this is about competition, but it's about training and giving everyone a chance to play and using this as an opportunity to grow and learn.
And a timeout called by Team USA. And if we're honest about it, it wouldn't be a true water polo game if something wasn't up with the caps.
Yeah, no, most definitely. You know, this is not new territory for water polo caps or USA water polo or any water polo game or competition. But you'll see both number 12s getting subbed out now for the United States as we get a looking at the huddle. And so they got the first couple minutes of the quarter to get their feet wet, no pun intended there, for this lineup. And now we see more of an experienced lineup coming back in for the United States and taking advantage of these opportunities. The coaching staff will teach and hopefully gain and learn from this experience as 3 more games this week, and then next Thursday the team flies to Dubai for the World League Super Final.
And you mentioned the developmental opportunity, especially for some of the younger players, a Bisconti and a Carneglia, Stevenson as well. They're not guaranteed to play in these games. They're really here for the training aspect of it. And
sure,
Coach Dovicic might choose just to play some of the more veteran players, but giving them an opportunity here in the later stages of this game and just invaluable stuff for some of these up-and-comers as that pass is knocked away. McConnell trying to look inside, taken away, and with 5:30 to go here in the 4th, Serbia on the attack ahead 12-6. Long cross pass, a little too much on it there as they try and get Mandic involved. Quick look, Sibley is saved, knocks down the attempt there on the try from Gocic.
And Gocic with a strong catch and shoot, and Sibley focused on his legs, ready to make the stop. Over 10 saves now for Jon Sibley in the game. Impressive outing for him.
Jon Sibley, as you mentioned, experienced junior national team, Cal Bears. Here's Obert. Came out firing, scored that first goal for Team USA. Tries there, and it's blocked. Knocked down by Mitrovic.
Yeah, Obert can do so much with the ball. He's a great one-on-one player. Can play multiple positions, defensively, offensively. So interesting to see what he'll come up with. Coach Dovicic has high hopes for him, and it'll be interesting to see and watch him develop between now and these upcoming international games and the 2016 Olympics.
Redirect inside, stop there by Sibley, and this whole series a bit of a homecoming for Obert from Loomis, a little north of Sacramento, and the Sacramento Water Polo Club. So a chance for him, especially tomorrow night. Davis, really the closest to Sacramento, a chance to get in front of the home fans, not to mention tonight here at his college. So a couple of good opportunities. Shot clock to 6. Here's Danny McClintock.
4 seconds.
He'll give it a look. Tries to go inside to man. Triple team is there. And Kimball gets to the ball too late. Shot clock violation, and it's back to Serbia with under 4 to play.
Yeah, some tentativeness from Danny McClintock up top. The Americans had a 6-on-5 advantage in the counterattack. Wasn't really clear. Was good to be patient, but with the shot clock winding down, decides to put the ball into a triple team against man. Ball back to Serbia.
Here's Serbia now. Ahead 6. That one almost went into the goal, but it was off the post and away. Looked like for a second it was so fast it went in and then popped out of the back of the goal, but not the case, and Sibley takes over.
Yeah, Rangelovic, just another one of those great shooters for Serbia. Just barely misses that shot, but showing his offensive skills.
Obert looking to get man involved again, but Serbia waiting with a double and triple team. Here's McConnell. The left-hander from Long Beach State fires, and that one is tipped out of play by Mitrovic, and it'll come back in now with a new shot clock and the ball in at the 2-meter line.
Second chance opportunity now for the United States. See what they can do with this possession. John Mann still setting up at 2 meters inside, being patient, letting some shot clock run down before he makes his move.
McConnell on the far side now. Kimball. Shot clock to 12. McConnell walks it in. Tries to deal it off to Obert. He'll gather. McClintock takes a look, fires from deep, and that's over the goal and out of play. And Serbia will call for time. 2:45 to play here in the fourth. A 12-6 lead for Serbia. And final score here not going to go in Team USA's favor at this point, but some positives for sure for the United States in this first of 4 matches with Serbia.
Yeah, there's a lot they can take away from this. And, you know, if you look up in the stands, you can see there's the Water Polo Analytics crew for United States Water Polo, James Graham and his crew, the first United States Water Polo Analytics group, taking a lot of video, taking a lot of statistics for Team USA. They got a lot of cameras on the action here. So there's going to be a lot going on after this game in terms of analysis, understanding what went right, what went wrong, and building from here. And they can take a lot of data from not only this game but from the 4-game series as we get a good look there at Coach Zach Kerner, who the assistant coach here at University of Pacific, and Adam Foley, assistant coach at Johns Hopkins, all part of the James Graham Water Polo Analytics team that uses this information to help the coaching staff and really just help us in general as a federation, and to give information out to all of us about some of the trends that are happening on the international scene in water polo.
And if you're a sports fan, you're probably thinking, well, analytics is so 2 or 3 years ago, but this is relatively new stuff in the game of water polo.
Yeah, absolutely. Really, we're when I say we, I mean the United States on the cutting edge of water polo analytics, and trying to be James Graham and his group trying to be the first to establish something on the analytics side.
That ball stopped. Sibley again controlling. 2:25 to go here in the fourth. Connor Cleary takes a look. He'll advance the ball and swing it around near side. Again, entry in, but not set up was Ben Stevenson just yet, so it was knocked away. And it comes back to Serbia. Under 2 to play here, and a contra foul called. It'll come back to Team USA.
Yeah, Nikic going with the reverse headlock on Connor Cleary there. That's a clear contra foul, and United States on the counterattack.
Here comes Team USA now on the move. On the attack. Looking inside, Cleary there. They'll put the brakes on and pull it back out. Here's McConnell. Looking inside for Obert. The backhand over the goal. That would have erupted the crowd here to see Obert put one more in, and it's off the mark, and it's back to Serbia with 1:32 left. Serbia looking inside, losing the handle, and taking it away right there. Team USA gets a hand on it.
Nick Visconti getting his first international steal. Gets on the board statistically. The United States, the youngster there, can get some confidence out of that, and you can see he gets a steal and starts countering hard. And United States got to be careful. They're up 6-on-5, but Nikic just hanging out back here, cherry picking, as they would say on the playground.
Outside try there, and it's off the mark. The skip shot is up over the goal, and now the long outlet pass. What you alluded to, John, this leads to a 1-on-none with under a minute to go, and walking it in, one-on-one with Sibley, and puts it away.
Hands of Jon Sibley.
Easy on the skip, and that's the 4th goal for Slobodan Nikic.
Yeah, Nikic just decided, hey, I'm going to take this possession off defensively, see what the Americans can do. Again, Bisconti puts up the shot on the 6-on-5 counterattack, but anytime you do that and you're leaving a player advantage on the opposite end, it's just a high risk. And as you can see, Coach Adovicic, he pulls the youngster out, giving him the lesson is, I'm glad you took that shot, but not the right time.
That's what they wanted you to do, in all likelihood, as it led to an easy long pass there for the put-away. Of course, had he put the shot away, all would be forgiven, I'm sure. But 34 seconds to play here in the 4th. McConnell.
Jackson Kimball with the ball.
Kimball, they keep it on the perimeter. Shot clock to 9. Stevenson drives through. And an exclusion called. This will go against Serbia. And a power play is called. And in disbelief there, Radin, he'll go out. Had a bit of a conversation there with the referee, Amber Drury, on his way out. And no matter, it's taken away by Serbia with just 10 seconds remaining. And they can try and add on one more here, ahead 13-6. See what Serbia does as pass comes near side and firing up over the goal, out of play, and that brings an end to this one. And it's a 13-6 victory for Team Serbia. Team USA, John, there early, but unable to hang with Serbia all the way through. And you just see some of the talent and depth of this Serbian team.
Talent, experience, depth. And, you know, just coming out here to put on a show for this crowd in Stockton here at the University of Pacific, and be able to see some of the best water polo players and one of the best water polo teams in the world on display.
Big night for Slobodan Nikic of Serbia with 4 goals to lead all scorers for Team USA. Josh Samuels and Alex Bowen both connecting with 2. And you lose 13-6, but a nice night for Jon Sibley in goal.
Yeah, great to see him. Over 10 saves for Jon Sibley in the goal. About 4 or 5 steals coming out, taking the ball out at 2 meters. He actually had 2-3 steals off cross passes going right above his head. So great to see Jon Sibley have a good night in goal, and hopefully he can build off of that and continue to build on the defensive side for the United States.
So the final here, 13-6, as you see the teams exchanging handshakes, and they're going to get a lot more of this. 3 more games on the way tomorrow night at UC Davis, 7 p.m. Saturday at Cal Berkeley, 3 p.m. Sunday at Stanford, 3 p.m. Your final here, 13-6. We're going to take a quick timeout. We'll look to talk with a member of Team USA after the break, so stay with us here on CoachesAid.com and USAWaterPolo.org. All right, welcome back here poolside. We're joined with Alex Obert. Alex, thanks for joining us. Tell me first, I know the game didn't go the way you would have liked. What was it like to play in a national team game right here at your pool, Pacific?
It was a pretty weird feeling, suiting up for a different team, but I mean, I loved it. There were a lot of fans out here from Pacific and back from my hometown, and I love playing at this pool, so it was pretty nice, getting a little home court advantage, but definitely didn't go the way we wanted, but we learned a lot, and that's what we're here to do.
If we could have drawn it up, we would have had Ober come out and score the first goal and get all the Pacific folks fired up. What was that like to come out and score that first one?
It was great. I mean, just got out there, kind of did what Coach has been talking to me about, and scored the first goal. It felt great. Heard all the fans. It was awesome. It was good. It felt like being at home.
You're a NorCal guy. What is it like to have a 4-game series here with one of the best in the world in Serbia?
It's awesome. NorCal is growing in water polo a lot, and it's great for the sport. It's great for this area. I mean, we got a decent amount of guys on the team from NorCal now, and I think it's growing huge, which is awesome for the sport because the sport's basically Southern California, and if we can keep growing it, it'll make the sport even better. And
you mentioned that obviously you learned some things. What do you take away from a game like this when you're in it at the start, and then come 3rd and 4th they start to pull away?
We take that we can be there. We really have to take the confidence that, yeah, we can be there with them, but we got a long way to go. There's no point of keeping our head down. Yeah, we made mistakes, but we just got to learn from those mistakes and make sure those mistakes don't happen again.
All right, Alex Obert joining us here. The final 13-6. Join us tomorrow night, UC Davis, 7 p.m. We'll see you then on Coach's Aid. For John Abdu, Greg Meskel signing off here from Pacific. Have a good night.